Hi, and welcome to Lab Games. I'm your host, Anthony.
And I'm Francis.
Today we're playing for you.
Fled.
Fled is a prison break board game.
Yeah.
Designed by Mark Swanson. None other than the designer of a little board game called Feudum.
Yes.
Which, if you look back
Which is
in
not
our
a little board game.
Look back in our playthrough history.
The annals of playthroughs.
Oh yeah, back in our old catalog of videos, you'll find a playthrough for Feudum.
Mm-hmm.
Highly recommend after watching this Fled video, go check out the Feudum video because that's definitely one of our old favorites, I'd say.
Yes, yeah.
And
And
really
you'll kind of
chunky.
see the strategy here, even though this is takes up less real estate on the table.
Mm-hmm.
With some really complex, deep strategy in here too. So.
Yep. So don't let the fact that Mark Swanson designed this dissuade you in that this is going to be an overly complex, crazy, difficult game where it's not. This is he was trying to build a lighter mechanic game, something a little bit more approachable.
Yep.
I think he's accomplished that, and we'll show you exactly what we mean by that. So this is, as we said, Fled, a game about escaping prison. We are prisoners who are, and I will zoom right in, basically starting out in our little prison cells.
Yeah, we're pretty well dressed. We got button-up shirts.
I'm a dapper prisoner. This is back in the day. I think they dressed prisoners back
right? In the 20s.
in the
something?
mid-19th century, so
Okay, there you go.
1800s.
Yeah.
In Britain, we are imprisoned in Irish. I think we're Irish in prison, and we're trying to get out. And these guys are called warders.
Warders.
Yeah, I always want to call them wardens, but they're
do.
warders. So the way you start this game is you've got this courtyard field, and this is basically the center room where this warder is going to start, this guard. We each have our own cells. So every player places their tile, and this is a tile placement game, in such a way that you are legally allowed to connect these tiles to this center tile, right?
Right.
And then I connected mine to her tile, right?
Yep.
So the one key thing you have to remember with regards to placing of tiles in this game, because that's all we're going to be doing for the most of the game is placing tiles and moving our dudes around, is that when you connect rooms, those rooms need to be connected by either a door, a window. What I mean by that is door to door, window to window, or archway to window or door.
Right.
Or
Archways are sort of wild, I guess. So you can connect them anyway. The other thing you have to look out for is when you place your tile, the tile floor has to match one of the adjacent rooms adjacent to the tile that you're placing.
Yes, you shall see that as we go. So the turn structure goes simply like this. We are going to place one of our tiles, and we start the game with 5 tiles, and you're going to draw up to 5 every turn. You're going to play one of your tiles, right? They are all terrain tiles, if you will, room tiles, and connect it to one of the rooms and start building off this prison. And then you're going to play 2 tiles to either move your characters, move a warder, or give one to the governor. Right, and because he'll have a supply of cards or tiles that we can actually draw from later.
Yeah, right.
So those are the 3 things you're going to do on your turn when you spend tiles, and then the next player is going to go. So it's really quite simple in mechanics, but it gets a lot more complicated. If you take a look at the right side, this is where it gets a little more dense, right? So this here is the roll call track, if you will, right? And these tiles were randomly shuffled and placed, and now they've got closed windows, which really dictates how far into the night we've gotten.
It's passage of time.
Yes. So this whistle is going to be traveling along this path as we move the warders around the prison, and that will allow us to determine what contraband's available and what rooms roll call will be called if a warder happens to go into the same room as one of the players.
Exactly. And if the warder calls on players and they are not in one of the proper rooms, that is bad for the players. They get sent to solitary confinement.
They could.
Potentially.
They'll initially get shackled.
Yes.
And then they'll either get sent back to their cell or sent back to solitary confinement,
Yes.
none of which
It's all
are
bad
good.
news.
Because what we're trying to do is build 6 rooms away from the courtyard in any direction to touch. I don't know if I have a forest
I don't have
card.
one on me now.
I don't either.
We'll see.
There are forest tiles, and those forests are how we escape. And there will be symbols on those tiles that tell us what tools we need to affect that escape, whether it's during at the wrong time.
Yes.
Or at the right time.
Like during nighttime.
During the nighttime, where it will be a little bit cheaper for us to do that.
Yeah.
But the only way we can do this is by getting tools in our inventory. The only way we get tools in our inventory is with trading contraband.
Correct.
So we're going to be walking around building the prison, getting contraband, trading that contraband for tools, and then building our escape exit, and then spending our tools from our inventory to get out.
Yes, that's exactly it. That's the plan anyway.
Yeah, that's what we're going to try to do. The first one to get out doesn't win.
Right.
They actually end the game, and then you add up your points in your inventory, and there's some bonus points for getting out. And if you have a shackle, then you actually get negative points. But that's really it in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's a good nutshell.
I think so.
Yeah.
And we'll just show you the rest of the detail as we go.
Okay, so I'll go first.
You are player one. You get to play a tile first, and we'll see where this goes.
All right, so I am going to start. The first thing you do is always place a tile. Now, some of these tiles will have, and I don't have any to show you right now, but they may have a gold flag up here. Oh, there you go. Hey, how about that? This indicator might be gold. If you have any of those and you're able to play them, yes, like this one that Anthony has, you must play that into the prison.
Yep.
So, and the reason you have to do that is because they're very valuable. So we don't want anybody.
They're powerful
them,
tools. They're worth double.
They're worth double tool. Yeah, which is great. So, okay, so I'm going to start by just placing this here. So, as you can see, I am placing this tile here, and we might be able to see it. There we go. So I'm connecting these two matching rooms. I've got an archway for a door. Everything looks great, and that's pretty much it. So this would be considered 1, 2, 3 rooms away. So we're halfway to the prison break.
It would be 4, 5, and the 6th room can only be a forest.
Yes.
So when you build that room, it's got to be the forest, and that can be your escape route.
Yeah. Okay, and now I have to play 2 tiles.
You have to.
Now,
you must.
May I play 2 into my inventory?
Yes, of course.
Because I don't think I've had that opportunity before, but
tell them how that works.
So,
what you need to do.
Yeah. So in order to place something into your inventory, you have to be in the type. Basically, your inventory is you collecting contraband, and the warden or warder, wherever the warder is on this roll call track here, will tell you both the room type where you need to be located, and in that room, what type of contraband you can put into your inventory.
Right.
So right now, he is basically saying you need to be in your cell with that, rocky, cracked floor. And if you're in your cell, then you can collect stamps as contraband as well. So we're in the right room, so I can do this legally. I don't have any stamps in my hand, so if I had an icon up here that was a stamp, I'd be able to place it, but I do have 2 shamrocks.
Can't use them.
I can't?
No, you can only put shamrocks in your inventory as part of the warder room because it costs you to put a shamrock in your inventory as well as any tool. Right. You have to be in a warder's room, which there are none out yet.
Oh, that's right.
And
that's
you have
right.
to pay,
and actually, you have to pay
the
2
cost in
2 contraband. To do that.
Correct. So you would need to pay 2 contraband.
All right.
To do that.
So forget everything I just said. Forget most of what I just said. It was a lie.
You have to remember the shamrock's wild, but it's wild in its own way. It's more like a wild tool, not a wild contraband.
It is. Yeah. All right. Well, because I'm not going to do that, but I could use it as something else. Let's see. I could do a whistle.
Oh yeah, that'll move the warder around and move the whistle actually. So I don't know if you want to do that yet.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that yet, but I just hate to spend these shamrocks already.
Yeah.
You know?
You can move your dude.
I know. But like,
that's not great. But you must play those 2. That's the important part.
Can I just play 2 whistles and be done with it?
You could move the warder twice. But you would move the whistle twice.
Yeah, I know. I don't
that's the kicker.
Want to do that. And we're all where we're supposed to be too. Like what you want to do with the whistles is move the warder around and land on your opponent's space so that they get caught like out of their room or something or out of where they're supposed to be. All right, well, whatever. I'll just give it up with these shamrocks. Because I would consider moving the whistle if I had any of that stuff to put down.
Right.
Which I did, but I put down that tile. So maybe that wasn't so smart in retrospect. All right, so I'll just play this tile first. And I will move my guy.
Right, so you're playing the shamrock.
Yes, I'm playing it as a boot.
As a boot.
So the boot icon lets you move, and actually, I can't.
No, you can't. You have to. You're playing it as a key.
I'm playing it as a key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
exactly. So let me explain this too. So
explain
there's a lot of things. So it's a lot to explain here. So we mentioned that there's different kinds of doors. There's also holes, which I'll get to in a second. But in order to traverse through a door, a wooden door, you need a key as a tool.
Right.
In order to get through the archways, you need a boot. And then in order to get through the windows, you need like a file, file that thing off. And then you'll see around the board, like here, there's a hole. And that hole, if you use a spoon, will move you into the next
a hole up to three spaces
away. So actually, now that I'm looking at it, what I might do is I might just use this as a spoon and just move up here.
Okay.
See what I mean?
Yep. So that's discarded.
Yep.
And then you could spend one to him. You give one to the warder. Be a ward in.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this to move the whistle.
No, you can actually move the whistle. Okay. So you move the guard.
Yeah.
Guards.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. Give it back. I'll just give it to the guy. Well, because you know what I was thinking was like, oh, I'm in the cupcakes, but that actually means nothing.
It means absolutely nothing.
All right, so I will play this here. You can discard to the like this roll call or offer. It's just kind of like an offer up for anybody.
Yeah.
And then what happens is when you redraw up to your hand of 5. Oh, they can't see me talking. I was like talking at them like you were
sorry.
listening to me. That's okay. But what'll happen is when you're ready to draw up to 5, like I'm about to, you can take one of those tiles to refresh your hand from the like kind of public offer where the warder is located here. Like
they're calling it. It's called. And I just looked it up to get the official term.
Yeah.
Surrendering an item to the governor's inventory.
Okay, so that's what I did.
He's the governor.
Yes.
Governor. Yeah.
Okay.
Governor. So that's what you do. You surrender a tile.
Okay.
You draw up to 5. You get 3 more.
3 more.
Boom, boom, boom. So that's it. That's your turn. I think we've explained most of the things. And we'll catch more, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So as we said, you have to play. So this tile I have is a gold tile, right? So I have to play this as my play. Mm-hmm.
If you can.
If I can.
I don't think you can.
I don't have any rooms here
Yeah.
that match this flooring, so I can't even play this, which now I don't have to play this one.
Yep, you
which
can
is
hold
good.
on to it.
It's very good for me. Very good for me. So I could... Now, here's something. I'm going to place this here, and I'll explain how I'm able to do that. Mm-hmm. You only have to match one room.
Yeah.
Right, door to door. The next room, flooring doesn't have to match.
But the doors do.
But the doors do, and those do. So it's like this is a perfect room for that spot. So that's done. I would have liked to get out a warder's room, but we don't have one out yet, right? Mm-mm. But now I get to play 2 tiles. But now I'm going to do what you couldn't do, and I've got 2 stamps.
Ah, okay.
So because I'm in my cell, I'm going to pick up 2 stamps, 2 contraband,
so sneaky,
and put them in my pocket.
Okay.
They know I've got them. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Very good.
All right.
Now that you've placed that blue.
Let's see. Hold on.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So since you played that little stone floor, now I've got to play my yellow, and I didn't want
that's
to.
Unfortunate.
And this is one of those ones with the moon on it.
Oh, it is.
So
ouch.
Things is gonna happen. So I can put this here, or no. I mean, I can put it like that.
You can't put it like that.
Why not?
Oh, can you? That might be.
That'd be illegal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess 6 is right above.
Right?
Yeah, we're gonna have to slide down if we build out the top.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
But
okay. Yes.
You played that. You must put a guard on it, not the chaplain.
Not the chaplain.
Because it's not the chaplain tile.
Nope.
And also the moon moves.
The moon changes. So we flip this side.
I think it stays up, right?
No, you flip it and this one flips up.
Yeah.
The moon moves.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. This goes down.
Yeah, let me zoom in on you.
And this one comes up. So you can kind of see the passage of time. And what this indicates is if you escape at such a time that the whistle is on the spot with the moon, it is actually cheaper for you to escape. And we haven't had any of those forest tiles come up yet, so we haven't been able to show you what they look like or what the requirements are. But it will happen. So.
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I am thinking of what I want to do. I don't have any contraband in my hand. Like, I can't get it.
You don't. How many tiles do you have?
I have 4.
You should have 5.
I placed one.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Remember?
Yep.
Just like seconds ago.
Just mere seconds.
Mere seconds ago. All right. Well, I will. Ooh. How far do they move, the wardens?
They move up to 3 spaces spread however you want to.
Right, like I can move 1, 2, 3, something like that.
Correct.
All right, I'm going to play a whistle. And make sure we're keeping this whistle up to date with this moon.
Yeah.
So the whistle moves, and then the warders move up to 3. So like, so for example, like I could be like 1, 2, and he's like, you're supposed to be in these other rooms, and you're not. So you're going to get shackled.
I would get, if I don't have a shackle, I now gain one.
Right, and as you can see, the art, shackles.
I've been shackled, and that purple flag skull is, if you look here, it tells you what the purple flag is, -1 point, so.
Right.
Not good.
I have to move him 3.
Yeah.
I would just move this guy 1, 2, 3 then.
Okay.
So
That's
I don't
fine.
want to move the other guy yet.
Oh, they can't walk through windows, by the way.
They can't?
Or tunnels. Yep, they have to go
Walk
through
windows.
only doorways or archways.
Oh, so he has to go 1, 2.
1, 2, and then somebody else has to move.
And he has to come down.
Or you could have him leave. You know, he went in. He
Oh, I
busted
guess,
me.
right? I didn't know if he had to land on you completely. Okay.
No, as long as once he hits my space,
So many questions.
he
So
triggers
insecure
it.
about my prison break.
I know. All right, so that was
There
your
you go.
first tile.
That was my first tile. And I will move, I'll use my boot to move 1 into here.
All right.
So now I'm in the right kind of room.
3 tiles, right?
Yep.
2, 3. Okay, so I've got. Oh, look at that. That is deforest.
Yeah, nice.
Deforest.
Deforestation.
DeForest Kelly.
I don't know.
You don't know who DeForest Kelly is, that's why.
What are you talking about?
It's an actor from Star Trek. So I can't. Well,
You have 2 golds.
but I can't play either of them. Sorry, I don't have that floor out here. You see what I'm saying? I can't play either of them, so I have to play something else,
Yeah.
which stinks. But
Yeah, like all good tiles.
yeah, it's not good. Where am I? Down there? I could just do that. Just like Prison Row.
Yeah.
Now, what I can do is... Oh man, that stinks. I could take these 2 contraband. I can't even do that. I can't even.
You're not in a warden room.
I know. We don't even have one.
I know.
So
Gotta get one
what
built.
do we? What is our thing?
Pebble room and yellow floor, which we don't have.
Pebble room and yellow floor. That kind of makes me want to take this move back and get. Actually, this would be the smarter move
Yeah.
to get one of these out.
Yeah.
So now I've got that.
So that you
connects.
can play your other cards, your other tiles. That's not a warden room.
I know that's fine though, but I can play my other tiles like this one, which
Yeah, but you can't play that right now.
I know
Yeah.
at a later turn, but that is a
Right.
warden room.
That is?
Oh no, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
It's just a bring a warden out.
That's like these.
yeah, we
herringbone
haven't. This
ones.
year, I haven't got one of those yet.
Yeah, I just pulled this one.
No, you didn't, because you used one up here. I haven't got any. It's terrible. What are we at?
Pebble room? Yellow room.
Pebble room. Now, when does the whistle move? Before or after he moves?
Before or after the
guard moves. Let's see what happens first.
I think you move the whistle first.
Let you move one or more warders on the board. After moving the warder, move the whistle.
Yeah.
So you move the warders first, and then you move the whistle.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So I did it backwards. You shouldn't be shackled then. Because I moved the whistle first. That's why you got caught.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
I did.
Oh,
that's
okay.
why I did it.
Well, there you go. So let's take that back. I'm not shackled.
Okay.
That's cool. Because I was in the right room.
Right.
At the time.
Yeah.
Well, that changes everything.
It changes everything.
So I played my tile, right?
Yep.
I'm going to do the whistle.
Oh, you're going to shackle me now?
I can't because I didn't move it yet, and you're right now in the right room, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
So I can just go 1, 2, 3.
I guess that's why they do that.
Moving them, yes, and then I do that.
Oh, that doesn't really help me.
No.
I have finally had all the stuff to get the contraband. You moved it.
Well, I have one more move, so I'll just play this. Ooh, this is a bad. Maybe I'll play this one. Get it out of my hand. Play a spoon. Now I get a double spoon, so I can move
6
up to 6 spaces away if I wanted to, like over to here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. And those are my 2. I will draw 3. 1, 2, and 3.
All right. Well, I had a plan, and now I don't. So I'm finally gonna get some contraband into my inventory. You know?
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
All right, so I can play this here. We need one of those, right?
Yeah, that works.
Right?
Yeah, it works. Perfect.
Nice. That's actually like almost, that's like perfect. Perfect placement.
It was exactly right.
Okay. I'm like just not in any of the right spaces now, you know? And I don't have any of the stuff. Like I finally got the stuff and now I can't. It's very frustrating. Like I haven't, this is the first contraband item I've pulled.
Oh, wow.
The first one.
And we're not on the right whistle.
No.
And you can't blow the whistle yet.
Yeah,
We'll start.
I was there. But...
yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
And like we don't even have our, it's not even like we know what we should be collecting at this point. Like,
I know.
So I don't know.
Well, just move your guy to where you think he needs to be.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, combs aren't even coming up for a while. My guy's all the way over there. I mean, I guess I could move him like into there. It's gonna move the sun, or move the moon, the other sun. So we'll just do that. I'll just play. Well, maybe I'll. Yeah, we don't have any of that floor type. That one. Alright. It sucks. I'll play this as a boot and just move here. So that moves the timer.
Does it? No.
It's on the spot? Oh, that's when the tile's placed.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
You're good. We don't do anything.
Okay.
It doesn't affect anything.
Doesn't do a thing.
So you get one more play, right?
Yep. And I will. Maybe I'll use this to move again. I'll just move here.
Okay.
Preempt for
Here's
next time.
3 tiles.
Okay.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I have to place So I'm going to place right here, actually. One, two. Interesting. So I'll play a. I can't play a key. It's not going to help me. Play this file.
Mm-hmm.
That's only going to move me up to here, even though it's a power 2. That stinks. I'll play the shamrock. To move here, I guess. That's it.
I probably would have liked to pick that whistle up instead of all these. You just gave me 3.
Oh, 3 golden tickets?
I have 3 golden tickets I can't use.
Can't place any of them, huh?
I can.
Oh, you have
I'm
to?
gonna have to. I know.
Oh, man.
I don't want to, but I got to. Yeah, it's like. So I would have liked to use the whistle just to get us in the right room, you know? That won't work. And actually, I can't place this here because the doors don't match if I do it that way.
Yep.
This becomes a 6.
Yep.
And how the heck did we end up with that? That seems wrong, but
No,
I guess it's not.
It's not. It's possible.
I guess it's just like a dead space.
Yeah.
It's like the HVAC system or something.
It could be like the yard, the actual basketball
I
court.
guess. Okay, so we'll just place that there. Yeah?
Sure.
Does that work?
That works for me. That's the solitary confinement, actually.
Yeah.
Where
Nice.
you will be sent.
Very soon. Well, not if we're in the same room.
True.
Like I don't have the stuff that I need. All right, I'm just gonna put this here. This is like the chaplain guy tile, but we don't have that terrain type out. Isn't that a different terrain?
No, that's these yards.
Is that the same?
Yep. See? Looks just like that one.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like that one.
They don't all look the same.
Okay, I know we played it like that before, but now I'm questioning myself.
Nope, we're fine. We are fine.
I just don't have anything to put away right now. Alright, I'm just playing both of these into here because I don't really want to waste them.
I think you can only place one in the...
I don't have a file. Like, I don't have a window to use a file. I could use this boot, but like, what am I going to do? Lock myself in this room?
Yeah. Don't know.
You know what I mean? It's kind of silly. Because I'm sitting here hoping that I hit one of those. I could just comb my hair. You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess I'll just... I hate to do this. I'll just use the boots and just go here, I guess. There you go. I will pick up this whistle though, so just give me 2. Thank you. Your turn. Of course, now I get 2 buttons.
That's how it rolls.
That's how it rolls in prison.
Door. So I need a key. So I'm gonna use a key. I gotta place a tile first. Sorry. I'm gonna place this. We gotta move this down because.
Okay. Just for the film.
At that point. And it looks like we ended up building up. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this in. So this is the first.
Escape.
Escape tile.
Escape tile.
So this escape is either gonna cost 2 files if the whistle's not on the day with the moon, But since it is on the day with the moon, it's only going to cost us one file
Exactly.
to go from this tile to that tile.
Right.
And escape. And that's a pretty cheap
That's
cost.
a cheap escape.
That was my first action. My second action, because I'm... Oh, no.
Oh, no.
All right, well,
What's the matter?
Oh, this will work. So I'm going to spend a key for my first and move through the doorway up to here. Now I'm in a warder room. And from here, I can trade.
Okay.
So I'm going to do 2 for 1. Actually, I don't want to do that. I'm going to spend just 1, actually.
Yeah.
Just one of them. And pick up a file. So what I did is I traded 1 blue contraband for 1 purple file
I see. Yeah.
in my inventory. And it can only be done in a warder's room because that's
Yeah.
where the deals go down,
Right.
apparently.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Ah, very good.
So I was able to acquire a file, which is perfect. Oh.
What?
Ah,
Did you mess up?
Yes.
Why?
This cannot be placed here because a window
Oh,
and a
yeah.
door
You
can't
can't
be
do that.
together. So that
It's not
is
legal at
not
all.
illegal.
But you could do this. No.
No.
No, you can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Only forests can be on the 6. So that is an illegal play.
That is an illegal play. I'm looking to see if you could put it like this. No, you can't put it like that.
Nope, because it has to be the 6th.
Yeah, you really can't place
Out of
this
any.
on.
All right, so that can't be placed.
Yeah, I want to make it work. You can't place it like this?
No,
Why?
because only forests can be in the 6th row.
Oh, it's this. We just did that. It's the
Yeah.
6th. Yeah. Okay. Here you go.
That's fine. I can place a different one instead. One that I had in my hand still. So,
Oh, okay. Here.
Yeah, I can place
Yeah.
it right there. Right? Like that works.
That works for me. Yes.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's the same. It gets
Yeah.
me the same thing.
Same thing. Yeah.
And I had that in my hand anyway. So.
Yeah. That.
Oh, and then
is
I keep
great.
this one instead. So that's all. Not a big deal. Everything else stands.
All right. Oh, see, I got buttons, but I'm not on a green space. So I'll do this. I will pay my file.
We gotta place a room first.
Oh. Oh, right. Well, I don't want to do that part. I'll just place this guy there. Or there, I guess. No? Why?
Window door.
Oh, the window door. Yeah, put it there. Okay. Is that good enough?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now I'll use my file to travel here. And I will put a button in my inventory.
Very good.
Finally. Contraband.
Draw 3.
And I will, do I want to take this guy? And you're saying we can connect that to these outside spaces?
Which one?
This guy.
To any of them but this.
Okay. I can go to this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll just take 3 random ones. That's fine. Thank you.
All right, so
Oof.
I will place a tile. Right?
We had a lot of these little gaps this time.
Fits.
I guess, yeah.
So I will do. What are we at? Moving the guards isn't going to help anything. And to move, I need a file, right?
Yes.
I don't have a file. I can do I need a key to get through that door. Well, that stinks. I'll just move the guards. He'll go 1, 2, 3, and then he'll go 1, 2, 3. They can't go through windows. And that moves the whistle up. So now it's that floor.
Okay.
This or this. And I got one more. Right back to where I started. Oh no, I'm not. Now I can actually take this muffin into my inventory.
Oh, okay.
And you're allowed to have 3 things plus a clover if you happen to get a clover.
Yeah.
Right, so there's my 3.
All right. Okay, so stinks. We're kind of trapped. How far are we out? 1, 2, 3. I haven't gotten any of those like forest tiles yet.
I couldn't take this muffin just yet, so I'll discard one of these. I am not in the right room to have taken that muffin. I gotta be in that one.
Oh, yeah.
I was a step ahead of myself.
Oh, yeah. I hear you. Just trying to see what makes sense to play at this point. Maybe this. Exactly the same tile almost. All right, and then I'm going to add another button. Button. Who's got the button?
Button. Who's got the button?
And where do we want to be for the next whistle? 1, 2, 3. This is a little crazy. This is, we probably can't count this. Well, we can't count that space. 1, 2, 3. If I use a spoon, I could end up here, right? And I'm sort of locked in. So I have these like 2 whistles, but I don't really care to blow the whistle again right now. You know? So you can put a shamrock in here as your 4th thing. That's the rule.
But it's cost you 2.
Oh, that's right. You can put it in there at any point in time, but it costs you 2.
Well, no, you have to trade it like any other tool.
Right.
Which would be in that
like
order.
I could theoretically right now trade these 2 buttons for 1 shamrock.
Nope.
Why?
Because you're not in a wardrobe room.
Wardrobe room, right? Okay.
Can't do
yeah,
any
I'm
trades.
a step ahead of myself too, I guess.
Yeah, it's always the thing, right? You know what to do, it's just you're not there.
Yeah, you're not quite there.
Not quite there.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play the shamrock as a 1, 2, 3 because there's a hole there. So there's a hole here, a hole there, 1, 2, 3. I'm playing it as a spoon.
Which tile did you place?
What did I don't even remember. This
I think
tile,
it was that
I
one.
think?
Yeah, I think it was that one. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, that was your first?
Yeah.
Well, how many tiles do you have left? Just two?
I have 2 tiles left. I'm thinking if I want to pick this up.
Gotcha.
And I guess I will, and then I'll take 2 more.
There you go. So I will place... I don't really have a lot of good tiles. Maybe this guy. I can't even place this guy. Wow.
Why?
Because I couldn't connect them in a way that it worked. I could do it like this. Right?
Okay, yeah.
And then I can spend a file to move through that window. Oh, I didn't want to spend that one though.
Why?
But I had to. It's the only tile I could play. Why? Because I wanted to take the contraband and I can't.
You wanted to take contraband here.
Right, because I'm in the room type.
Yeah, right.
I had the contraband,
Uh-huh.
but I had to play it, so
Yeah.
it stinks.
Oh, I see what you mean. Why couldn't you play any of your other tiles?
Because I can't play any of the other tiles.
Oh, you physically can't
I
play
physically
them?
can't play them. Yeah, I have all exits, which is killing me.
Yeah, I'm like, how do you have all these exits?
I don't know, but it's
Yeah, I
driving
haven't
me
had
nuts
one
'cause I
exit
can't
so
play
far.
anything.
So you're done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so I have, now that you played that, I can play this, which I was about to not be able to play, and that's kind of what I was hoping for. But I can play this here now. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll play it this way. I don't know if it matters in terms of counting
Well, it's
tiles,
going to open up
but-
the next window, and it's going to bring out
Yep.
the Chaplain this time. Charlie Chaplin. Now, Chaplin lets you, if you're on his square, he'll actually remove the
shackle.
shackle from
Yeah,
you.
because he's like being very benevolent and graceful.
Yeah, he's forgiving you. Or you could actually trade your contraband for tools there
Yeah.
on his space.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not bad to get him onto your tile if that's what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now I can do nothing with these. Yeah, I don't have the right stuff. I'm like in a room. Oh, I'm back in a cell. That's why I'm like, I can't go anywhere. What's happening? Because I need files to get out
Yeah.
of everywhere. Yeah, this stinks. Alright, I'm just going to play this here, I guess.
Mhm.
I have to play something, right?
You do. You have to play 2 tiles. Well, did you you placed a tile,
I
right?
placed a tile, and now I'm thinking about... I had to place that one because it was yellow.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I could do the whistle again. And whistle us away.
What's that going to do for us?
I don't know, it'll put me in the proper type of room, but I'm not planning on staying here, so it doesn't do much. I'm in the complete wrong room for contraband. So I'll just put a whistle here and I'll play a foot, I guess.
Yeah.
And move down here. It's like such a waste. Like I don't want to do that at all, but whatever. It is what it is.
You want to draw 3?
Yes, please.
Here's 3.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna place a tile. Just gonna do that. Eek, these are terrible again. Are you playable?
What?
Is this guy playable? Yeah, he is. Right there. And I'm going to play a file to escape.
Oh, okay.
Because it is moon.
All right.
You moved it to moon so that I could get the cheap out.
Very good.
Bang. So the game's not over yet.
No, it is not.
I'm done.
Yeah.
So what I do is I flip my player token over because what it shows is like my empty cot now and the hole in the wall where I escape. But now it's worth points.
Okay.
All right. So what happens now is you get one more turn and that's it.
Okay. Great.
So I didn't win, but I got points for leaving.
All right. So I can. This sucks. I wish I didn't have to move. Should have just played the stupid whistle. He talked me out of it. What's that gonna do for us? It's gonna give me more turns. Is what it's gonna do. Actually, instead I moved the boot. If I had stayed here, I would have been able to use a spoon to actually do some stuff. But now I can't. So, like, I can't even get. I mean, I could. Does this count as green space?
Yeah, I think so.
It looks exactly the same.
Yeah, I think it does
right?
for the purposes of
contraband.
Contraband, I think so.
Okay. So, I will play just like some random thing like this, right?
Yeah, that works.
That works. And then I will use a shamrock to move here. So I'm using it as a blade, like a, what is that called?
A file.
A file, yes. And then I will play the contraband.
You're just collecting the contraband.
Yep.
All right, so that's it.
That's it.
You basically just add up your tableaus now.
Yeah.
At the end of the game. Yeah, the moment players are able to replenish. No, that's so. If we weren't able to replenish our tiles because every tile's been built, that's crazy long. I don't know how you would go that long without getting out. Like,
I know.
You're like stalling at that point.
Yeah.
But then we're going to just add up, like I said, add up our tableaus, and the winner is the one with the highest point. So you just look at it for the symbols, right, on the tile.
Yep.
Any tiles in your inventory. So I've got this white one, which is worth 5 points. So if you look here, right?
Yeah.
So you've got 5 points. And then I've got the teal one, which is worth 1. So that's 6 points.
You have 6?
Yep.
And I have, these are all worth 1 point.
Yep.
So I have 1, 2, 3 points.
3 points. So 6
there you
3.
go.
It's not a high scoring game.
Not at all.
But everything matters, right? So if you have tools,
if I
especially,
had been able to convert these to purple tools, then that would have been great. I would have gotten 6 points. So that's kind of how.
For a shamrock, you get 3 points. For the golden tool, which is just 2 contraband, that's worth 4 points. It's almost worth as much as escaping.
Yeah, I know.
So you put 2 of those in your inventory, you're probably going to win. You know what I mean? But it's all about how efficient you are. So let's talk about it. But there you have it. We fled.
This is like, listen, it is September. What's the date today? It's actually September 11th today. And this is hitting home because we, very close to our house, well, not our house.
Where we used to live.
And it's close to it's actually in my father's development where he lives. There is an escaped prisoner on the loose. He fled from prison.
Yeah. And he
scaled the wall. They have a video of him. He just like boop, 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 jumped over the wall. Murderer. So he is like loose right now in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. And all I could think about, besides the safety of my family, is this game. I'm just like, where did we play Mark's game?
Yeah. He made it look a lot easier, though.
He made it look a lot easier than, like, I feel like this game is more difficult than what that guy had to do to get out of prison. So anyway, that all being said, also worth noting that it is September. Now, I think this originally was going to go to crowdfunding in the fall of 2023. I think there were some things going on with the art, some kind of like tragic things. I think there was some kind of natural disasters or something like that happening that were delaying the process. So you are probably seeing this video in the future.
Way in the future.
Hello, future people.
Yes.
So we're not sure exactly when this is going to come out, but be mindful that as with all these prototypes, they are always subject to change. Art, is everything looks really finished here, and
Yep.
the rule book is, like, I would say probably 99% done.
Oh yeah, it's pretty clear.
But we've clarified a lot of the rules with the designer and all of that. But you know, there's not really a chance for us to like come back in like January, February and be like, wait a minute, something changed. So just be aware that may happen.
Okay.
A big disclosure.
Oh yeah, that's a big disclosure. Yep. So, but this is going to crowdfunding, so you go and check it out. Yeah, hopefully you got to see a game that wasn't as complex as Feudum, but definitely isn't as light as it seems on the surface.
Well, and it's funny because like if you've played Feudum, you know what a brain burner it is, and because it's just so smart. Like, it is one of the few games that I've played that, like, the first couple of times we played it, I'm like, I am not smart enough for this game.
Yeah.
But it's great because it once you start playing, you start to understand all the mechanics, and there's a lot of rules and a lot of, like, how does this work, and thinking ahead. But a lot of those planning games, a lot of our Euros, you're able to kind of think ahead, plan your thing. You're kind of, you know what's coming up. In a game like this, I mean, and Feudum to an extent, your circumstances are changing so quickly.
Yep.
But depending on, like, in Feudum, like what somebody to the left of you is doing or right or whatever, and in here, like what tiles are coming out and what you have to work with, and it's very much your favorite type of game, which is like, Anthony likes to deal me some crap and like let me do the best I can with it, and I am more like, I need to know what I have to work with, what my end goals are, how much time I have to make it happen, and I'm going to try to execute in the best possible way. And it's very challenging for me to play a game that's not like that and actually do well.
I like the games that keep us on our toes. Where you're constantly shifting your strategy. It's more, and that's what I would say. It's more tactical,
right?
And I'm a better tactician, than I am a strategist.
Right. Yeah. That's well put. Yeah. So you'd be a better prison escapee. I would just be like, I'm here for life. I'll just man the library.
She'd be the last one in the prison still waiting while everybody else is trying to figure out how to make her move.
Years or whatever it is.
Plain and smart. So.
But in any case,
yep.
So you do have a great depth of strategy in a very small box in this game.
For sure.
A lot to think about, and a lot to kind of twist your brain around, from the doors having to match to the land types having to match, and everything kind of coming out as your player group is assembling it. So like as you're kind of going through and laying your tiles, you're continuing to have to modify your strategy and figure out, like, where am I supposed to be? What's coming out? What can I play?
Yep.
You know, so it's interesting.
Yep. Much like Feudum, this game was like, I'm doing things and I don't know why. Right? Like, you play one of those games where you're just,
right.
All right, I understand the rules are telling me I should do this, this, or this.
Right,
okay, I'm going to do that, but I have no idea why I'm doing that.
Yeah.
And I know I have to get these resources.
Right.
But I'm not sure how to tie the actions together to make an efficient engine to get the resources, right? So, similar to Feudum, I'm like, I don't know why we're doing all these actions around the board, and I don't understand how they all tie in.
Yeah, you're like, what is even happening right now?
Right, so it's like that. And after a few plays, you're like, oh.
There's, like, after a couple of plays, I think, for us, it was like, it just clicked. And then suddenly you're like, oh, it's like this epiphany. You're like, oh, I get it. I understand how this works. It took me a long time to kind of grasp the concept of getting the contraband and having to have it in your inventory, because you're so used to, when you're playing a card game or even like a tile game sometimes, you're using the tiles as actions and as resources, and we're used to playing them out of our hand. So you have to get out of that mindset of like, well, I've got buttons, I'm just going to trade those for something else because I'm in the right room. No. Like, you have to get them into your inventory in a certain room, and then you have to trade them for other stuff in another room, and you're doing the entire thing with tiles.
Yep.
So that took a while to like wrap my brain around, but yeah, once it clicked, it was like, oh, okay. I think one of the mistakes that we made when we first started playing this is that we would just race to build 6 tiles.
Yeah.
And then just, we'd both be standing there at the gate with like no tools.
And no real plan on how to get it.
Or we'd have them in our hand and we're like, all right, well, all I need to do is go trade these. And then you go, oh crap, we need a warder room.
Yeah.
And it's on the other side of the prison because we didn't think about that as we were building the prison out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the more we play this game, the more we appreciate the depth of strategy and we can have fun with the strategy in it, right? So
no, I
it's
appreciate
cool.
games that you have to really play a few times before you even start playing the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're basically just trying out this machine and seeing how it works, and then it's not until you understand the machine that you're like, okay, now I can start to think about this game, you know, holistically, as opposed to I'm just taking a bunch of actions and I don't know what they all do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
yeah.
really, really cool for what it is. Like it's like a small package with a lot of punch.
Right.
But
very cool.
All right, so that is Fled. If you are into it, then all of the information will be provided in the notes on the video as per usual.
Yes.
And we'd love to hear your comments and any questions you have for us that we'll be hopefully in a position to answer many months from now.
Many months. It's very weird. I feel weird doing like such future content.
Yes, but to all of the future you.
from September 2023 us.
Yes. We hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
We'll see you.